I saw this in Santa Ana. There's Theater Out did this, and I asked Bailey to come with me, and she said no. I should have seen that as a sign. I'm just going to show you the playbill. And whatever you think the playbill looks like, that's how the show was. A playbill inside of a playbill. Okay. It was very minimalistic. The set was simple. Again, it lacked substance. I didn't feel a thing when anyone was saying anything. I didn't feel a thing. Even with the adult leads, the male and female adults, not even then they were. I didn't feel a thing.
I actually think it takes a really good actor to play both the adult male and the adult female, woman, man, woman, whatever, because they have to play so many different characters, and they also have very few lines. However, I think the reaction of adults in Spring Awakening is a really important and poignant statement. So it takes some good actors to get across the important message.
The choreography was so structured. It was overly structured. The breaking down point for me was Totally Fucked. Totally Fucked is one of the greatest songs in this show. It's the song, when you go see this, it's the song you look forward to seeing, right?
Yeah.
You look forward to seeing the song. You look forward to seeing what each person does, because this is kind of the song where I feel like each person gets their own say in how they choose to express themselves in this song, which is beautiful. Totally Fucked was choreographed. The entire thing.
I can't even imagine that.
I don't believe in a world where this exists, and it happened. It was entirely choreographed.
Is it at least like angry dancing?
It was bad dancing. Oh, another thing I really didn't like. Bro, this was so sexual. They turned everything into sex. Everything. In the hayloft scene, what was it? Mirror Blue Night. Instead of like having Melchior be like all angsty, like doing weird moves on stage, they have him jerking off.
Like, okay, I heard, she told me this and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then she was like, no. And I was like, oh. I thought about it. It's an inappropriate place for it, because Melchior is supposed to be grieving what he did to Venla then. You know, he's supposed to be like, I can't believe I hit her, blah, 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 blah.
Then now that I'm thinking about it more, and then I like it because then it makes the rape.
Right.
It makes sense.
I like the hayloft scene being more of a rape and less of a consensual agreement.
That was when, one thing I liked, that the sex scene was very rapey,
and
which I appreciate.
Let me just say this about the rape scenes, or the shows that make it a rape scene. By rape, I don't mean he has to pin Venla down and have sex with her. I mean that it was non-consensual in the sense that Venla is too uneducated to know what is consensual. Venla, despite being 14, 15, however old the show wants her to be, is at the mental understanding of sex that an 8-year-old is. So I appreciate when the show depicts it as rape. Yeah, Venla can think she loves him. But I like when it's more presented as rape. I also like the idea of Melchior masturbating. We hear about him masturbating, but we don't see him masturbate. He seems like too cool for masturbation in a lot of the show, and it's like, you're not too cool for masturbation.
All in all, it wasn't that great of a performance.
This is the thing, is I'm not looking for anything in particular. I'm looking for something new. This show has reached this overdone point to where it's in like the same part of my brain as Romeo and Juliet is. Yeah. Cool, yeah, I know that story like the back of my hand. In fact, I can recite every single scene for you. Show me something new.
There's a lot you can do. There's so much you can do with this show. And it kind of upsets me that people just are almost afraid to stray from it.
And I'm not saying you have to do more. I'm saying you can do less. Just don't do Broadway.
Don't do Broadway.
Just do something new.
It's been done.
It's been done plenty of times.
Michael Mayer did it, and it was spectacular. Let's try something else. We have a friend of ours. His name is Topher Reese, and he is currently working on a Spring Awakening project, but it is not a theater version. It's a concert version.
Now, we met Topher after seeing Glory Days in concert, which we made a video about, and that still goes down as one of our favorite theatrical experiences in our life. So we met him through that. The man who played Jack in Glory Days was named Christopher Higgins, who was in the Over the Moon production of Spring Awakening that we saw. He was awesome in that, let me just say. He was one of the people that probably should have had a bigger role. So, of course we were excited to hear from Topher as well. And, they did such amazing things. First of all, let me just, I know we talked about Glory Days forever ago. Topher did not play an easy character.
No, he didn't.
Andy is a really difficult character to play. And he's my favorite character from Glory Days. So I have a lot of faith in him. And I'm really excited to see what, he comes up with Spring Awakening. Clearly he has a lot of pressure now because he knows how we feel about the show.
But they're working really hard to get this out. They're teaming up with the Love is Louder movement, which if you don't know what it is, you should look it up. It's a great cause. And pairing it with Spring Awakening, I think, is just really the perfect combination of things. So what they're doing is they have a YouTube page, which we can link, and they've released, I believe, 3 songs of their versions of Spring Awakening, and from what I've heard, it's awesome. It's really great. So far, I have high hopes, and I'm really excited. I don't think I'm going to be disappointed.
No, I can't imagine I will be, but we're really looking forward to seeing it. Obviously, we encourage you guys to go see it, and if you do, make a video and link it back to us so we can know what your thoughts are. We make this YouTube channel not just to talk about our thoughts, but one of the most important parts of theater is sparking conversation. And I think I appreciate so much that I'm friends with people who like theater, because we'll just call each other and be like, dude, I noticed something the other day in a show. And we'll talk about it. And every single time I talk to one of my friends about a theatrical production, I learn something new about the show. I think it's important that you understand that art is meant to be viewed by others, and it is meant to create a reaction out of you. There's no right or wrong in your interpretation or your understanding of a show, and we always appreciate getting more input. So if you do see this upcoming or any production of Spring Awakening or any show in general, and you want to send us a video and let us know what you thought, we'd love to talk back to you guys and create a little conversation. But we're looking forward to it. We'll keep you updated with any upcoming news, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, bye.